Hey, everybody, welcome to Pink Shade. It's Mugshot Monday. You guys, we have a brand new show. I got Keisha
Mhm.
here. Keisha,
Hey.
are we
Hi.
mad at Kimberly for making us cover this show? Or so
Yes.
far,
Yes.
you did okay. So far, you're mad. Okay,
Mhm. Mhm.
Keisha and I have
Mhm.
not said one word to each other about this. We
Mm-mm.
wanted to make sure we said it on the air.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
Now,
Mhm.
because I've seen 60 Days In before, I
Mhm.
don't know what season, when, how. I did it somehow with Kimberly.
Mhm.
I do know that this first episodes really are like setting who the people are, and it
Mhm.
is going to get juicy, and we are going to meet more of the prisoners,
Mhm.
and get their personalities, like who's the good guy, who's the bad guy.
I got enough of their personalities from that first episode.
Okay, okay,
I watched an episode and just had to hug a dog because I'm like, what the actual fuck? I'm not even in the prison with them, and I don't feel. I'm scared of Rue. This guy Rue, I'm afraid of him. Like I'm like, did I look at him wrong, and he's gonna come after me? Like
I'm scared of him
this
too.
was, yeah. I
I'm
was,
scared
I
of him
was,
too.
I was a little bit nerved up. I'm like, I need to go take a hot shower and do like the Dr. Till's, what is it, the Epsom salt? I need to breathe it all in. I was like, fuck Kimberly. I said, I told you, Kimberly set us up. She set us up, Mary Payne. She did.
I I understand where you're coming from, but I think we're gonna get more into it and get more into the characters, because I think that because this season is the one where one of the people that goes in just starts acting like a full inmate and like now wants to be an inmate instead of being on the outside, and that's kind of a switcheroo, which is crazy.
I think from the previews, I can guess who it is.
Yeah, it's gonna be the girl that we hadn't seen yet, I think.
Yes, most. I think she's thriving. I think she thrives in prison like Todd Chrisley thrived in prison. Okay, like that was her jam. Yeah, she's a yeah.
That
Mm-hmm.
is funny. Well, and then I didn't know when I went to watch it. I watched it on Hulu, everybody. I just went to
Me
Hulu. I
too.
typed in 60 Days In, season 4, episode 1. And so it was, I guess, a carryover from season 3. So I guess in season 3, we were in this same jail because Kimberly says they do switch jails. So it's not
Okay.
always, it must have started 1 and 2 were somewhere. So 3 and 4 are in Fulton County.
Okay.
And, I said to Kimberly, I was like, I don't understand how the inmates don't catch on that they're being filmed for
Yeah.
60 days in, especially by season 4. And she said they always are like, it's a documentary covering the criminal justice system, whatever. That's how they get them into the little room, and they bring
Mm-hmm.
everybody in there, not just the ones
Yeah.
that are on the outside. They bring
Right.
that's how you get some of those interviews with the other people, like explaining what it's like in there and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I find it, listen, it's 1,000 times better than Family Lockup, which we tried to cover.
Oh God, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's a certain. I felt like I was in the prison.
Yeah, I don't like that. I didn't like that.
I didn't like that. I had to like tell myself afterwards, girl, you are okay. You are in League City, Texas. You are at home. You are safe. Because
Um,
my anxiety went up.
my anxiety was up too, and when I was, done with it, I closed the laptop and I'll tell Dave, I go, "Okay, I'm done with work, for the day, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah. I wanna watch something else because 'cause we've been watching football all day." Um,
yeah.
and I said, "Hotty toddy, we won." And I was like, "Let's," and Dave didn't, sorry. And I was like, "Let's watch something else. Can we watch,
Yeah.
Slow Horses on Apple?" Which is a thing that we've watched, and, it won a couple of Emmys last year. It's great.
Never heard of it.
It's about the MI5, which is like the CIA in
Mhm.
London.
Okay.
But the slow horses are like the losers that did something bad in the MI5 and got taken
Okay.
down to this division, like the division for losers, and they call them
Oh.
slow horses. So
Okay.
it's sort of like the misfits, but they're always like getting into stuff. And Gary Oldman is the head of
Ooh.
them. Oh no, don't ooh, because he is just look up right now. Get your phone, look
Well,
up.
I said ooh because
He can be
of course
cute.
he was Sirius Black in Harry Potter and he was
That's right.
fucking hot. And
Mhm.
he is hands down the best Dracula
I
of
agree.
all the Draculas. And he was sexy. Even when he turned into like them rat things, he
Yeah.
was still sexy. Yeah.
Gary Oldman has been in lots of things. I would like for you just to get your phone right
Yes.
now and Google Gary Oldman
Okay.
in Slow Horses, and
Oh,
you'll
is he
see.
bad looking?
Oh, Keisha. And he's supposed to
Like,
look that way. He's supposed to look like a fat alcoholic, disgusting, greasy haired.
no.
And he's like, has
And
terrible
you said it's slow
gas,
horses?
slow horses.
Slow.
Yeah. And
Okay, let's see.
one of his characteristics is his gas and how bad he stinks.
Oh no.
Hmm. Hmm. It's awful.
Have you
He's
ever seen his son?
no. Well, pull that up and show me on the screen. Gary Oldman's
Okay.
son. Is he an
He
actor too?
I believe so. He is he's quite good looking. Can you see him?
Oh, he is cute.
He's
Yeah. You
cute.
gotta
He's
watch on YouTube,
really,
guys.
really
Yeah.
cute. Yeah, he's a hottie. Yeah,
You know
for
what's
sure.
interesting, Keisha? So the way your curtains are behind you and then the way mine are, it looks like it's like kind of like one room. Isn't that interesting?
One day I feel like we will record in the same room together.
I know. It might be a hotel room, but we'll be
That's
in a room.
fine. I
That's
feel like
fine.
one day, I feel like us meeting in New York was not the last time that we'll meet.
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And
I can't wait to record us together in the same room.
Lord knows what'll happen. All right, guys, it's not going to be today. So, 60 days in, season 4, episode 1, The Beginning of the End is the name of this episode. Okay.
Mhm.
So, the premise of this show, I'm going to tell you what it says like on the A&E site. I got to make this font smaller because I can't see you and see the screen. Okay. The premise of the show is to have ordinary civilians volunteer to go undercover in a jail for 2 months without the
Mm-mm.
knowledge of other inmates or staff to expose corruption, drug use, gang activity, and other problems within the prison system. The goal is to gather intel to help implement real time changes and improvements within the facility. Some participants are law enforcement officers, while others are motivated by personal reasons, such as understanding the justice system better or wanting to see if they can survive the experiment. Why?
Look,
Mm-mm.
why does it have to be 60 days? Give me 3 days like they do on Family Like. I'll be like, everything is fucked up. These people got me fucked up. They be fighting. They be screaming. They be yelling. There's lots of bullying going on. I don't need 60 days. I
No,
can
no,
be a
no.
snitch within a day.
Yeah. Okay. So we opened the episode with this dramatic foreshadowing of something that's going to happen. Somebody's going to be kicked out of the program for jeopardizing other people's safety and say this person went full inmate and forgot why they were
Yeah.
there. That is
Yeah.
why Kimberly wanted us to watch this season specifically.
Okay, Kimberly. Okay.
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 So we meet Colonel Mark Adger, the chief
Mhm.
jailer at the Fulton County Jail. He's been in the Marines. He was the commander of the Sheriff's Department SWAT team there in Fulton County. Fulton County is basically Atlanta.
Right.
And he wants to do this operation to learn from innocent civilians so he can improve his prison. Okay.
Okay.
In phase 1, he tells us, they learned a lot about issues like smuggled contraband, prescription medication abuse, gang violence, issues with the staff. And they learned a lot about how to improve. And we see a lot of clips of that, which is just what we've got to come. Okay.
Right.
It's all very upsetting. Now, he says, now we're in phase 2. We're going to dive deeper into the issues with 8 more participants. They have diverse backgrounds and experiences. This phase is different because we're starting with 2 participants already in jail. Now,
Mhm.
we only meet the one, Nate.
Right. Yeah.
So who's the other one?
I guess
We
we
don't know.
haven't met that person
We
yet.
don't know yet.
I'm thinking maybe it's a girl because we only saw one girl on this episode.
Jaclin. Yeah, but another one's
Uh-huh.
but there's 2 more coming in. Angel or Angel and Stephanie. And
Mm.
Angel is the one I think who's going to go full inmate.
She likes it there.
She likes it. So
Mhm.
we see Nate as a phase 1 holdover. He's earned the trust of the gang members. He's a white dude that looks super like white, but somehow everybody likes him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I was shocked. I'm like, oh, I know he gets beat up every single day.
Yeah.
I know they have forced him to drop the soap a whole bunch of times. But no, it was the total opposite. They liked him. And clearly he likes them because he's staying an extra 30, what is it, an extra 60 days, right?
He is volunteering to stay an extra
You
60
stay
days.
longer. Okay, see, so I know that deep down inside there's something wrong with Nate because there's no way. Look, y'all said 60 days. I'm done at 60 days. I'm not gonna. This isn't the army. Like, or like I'm
You
gonna
don't get to
re-sign
re-up.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know why he's. I don't. Hopefully, we'll hear more about why he has chosen to stay.
Did you notice he had that scar in the middle of his head?
Yeah, I wonder, did he get it there?
Me too. It's like a Harry Potter scar.
Yeah.
So we get clips of the new people. We get like just quick
Mm-hmm.
clips of them explaining themselves. We have Johnny, Matt, Angel or Angel. It's Angel with an E on the end, so we'll find out how it's pronounced. Jaclin is also spelled wrong. Alan, Andrew, Emmanuel, and Stephanie.
Okay.
So, Nate. Nate was a Marine. This is all we know about Nate because we didn't see this season
That's
before.
it. And that he's engaged, right? He's engaged.
So he's trying specifically to stay 4 months away from his
Longer.
fiance.
Yeah, I feel like his fiance and he are gonna have a long talk when he finally gets done. If he doesn't re-up again, I don't know.
But Keisha, maybe he's getting so much money that they're like, this will pay for the whole wedding. Like, we'll be able to get a starter house with this money. You know, maybe it's worth it.
Mary Payne,
What?
you can offer me $1 million. I'm not staying an extra 60 days in there. I won't last a week. We wouldn't last a week.
I don't know if I would last just one night on that little tiny mattress. My back would hurt. I need my Advil.
I know. And it didn't look like they had pillows.
And I think they just got to figure it out. So Nate says he's been there 61 days and he feels good. He's surviving and he's thriving. He says these guys in here don't look past their 20s. And I'm hoping to go for a career in law enforcement, which is interesting because I think we heard that with Harry on Love After Lockup, who said he never thought he'd live past 23. So he may as well just like go balls to the wall.
And he did.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
So Nate meets with Dr. Jamie Blandinu, who's a psychologist, to evaluate him to make sure he's fit to stay there.
Right.
So she says, have you witnessed anything that you have found hard to shake off? We've witnessed some things hard to shake off in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah. And he's like cool about it.
He goes, look, the fightings and the jumpings are hard. You can't do anything about it. And then we just see lots and lots of people getting beat up.
It was too much.
Because what was that show we also saw where they did like where the inmates, they let them run the prison? And we saw that all the time.
Yeah, that show was good. Yeah. But this just seemed a little bit dark. And for me to say there's a lot of fighting, it's a lot. Because I watched Jaclin's Cabaret and Baddies, and all those bitches do is fight. This just was like fight, and you can't go anywhere. You have to stay in this situation.
And you also have to like not look because if you look, then the COs know what you're looking at. And then, do you know what I mean? Like the people go and fight and they all have to act like it's not happening. So the COs don't see it.
I don't think I didn't see enough COs during this episode.
Yeah. Well, they're all just
is everybody off?
They're in their little cage.
Yeah. I'm like, are they just not like, do they not hear this shit that's going on? It's very odd.
So he said I deal with it by working out every day. And he goes, but it is hard to like keep the lie going. I lie to everybody all the time, but I have a fiance who's very supportive. Okay, that's Nate. Okay. Nate's real cute, I think.
He's very cute.
Now we meet Alan. Now, of course, I did get their pictures. Now I wonder, Keisha, because you might get confused because some of these people.
Because right now I'm trying to remember who the hell Alan.
Okay, let me look. First of all, let's look at Nate. Okay, that's Nate.
He's got a big forehead,
but
he's still really cute.
He is
and I think his personality makes him cute too.
I do too. I think he's got a fun personality. I think that's why the guys like him.
I think they like him.
And then let me see, Keisha, if I can find. I had a picture of Nate's forehead. I wonder if I just didn't transfer that one over. I had like a kind of a close. What a weirdo I am. Okay, so here's Alan.
Did you do that on purpose?
Yeah, I did it on purpose.
Oh, yeah, he bugs.
So here's Alan. Now, Alan, the way you can kind of tell these two white guys apart is Alan has darker hair and he has big ears.
And he's short and not attractive. And he smells like a cop. I can smell him as a cop through the TV. So.
That is so funny. Okay. So, this is Alan. So we first meet Alan. This is his first full week inside. So they pull him for an interview, and he says, "In today's world, I think cops are perceived as killers and as the enemy, and that's heartbreaking. And we're all people, and I don't judge anybody based on the color of their skin. And I'm truly
I don't
there."
know, Mary Payne. I don't think I would want to get pulled over by Alan. I just
Listen,
don't.
jury's out on Alan. Okay.
Yeah, because he's a little, there's something odd, duckish. I feel like he's seen some things and he's done some things. I could be
Well,
wrong.
we could be wrong, but jury's
Could
out
be
on
wrong.
Alan. He says,
Yes, it is.
he said, I became a cop. I truly want to help people. And I live in the city where I work. He has a
Mhm.
7-month-old daughter. She's very cute. He says he's going to miss his daughter and his wife, Brittany, the most. And the wife is like, God, this is, it's really going to be hard. She's like,
Yeah.
why does he get to take a 2-month break from taking care of this baby?
Hello?
Um, so he says, I know the kind of people that I put in jail. So it is
Mhm.
nerve wracking. I
Yeah.
could wind up dead in there if they find out I'm a cop, right?
Yes, he could. Big time. And he needs to put like a tattoo on his face or something.
Right away.
Because he
Like
just looks like a total cop.
fentanyl right on the eyebrow,
Fentanyl.
right on the eyebrow.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But then they might make him do fentanyl and he don't want to do that.
Well,
So
okay, maybe Thug Life.
yeah, that really would fit that. Yeah.
Yeah, Thug
The,
Life. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. This guy, what a thug. Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
So he said his best move is just to lay low and not look around too much. So he goes back and sits alone on the stairs, and you see these big black dudes going, "That white boy over there, he's the police." And the one goes, "The one with the chicken feet?" And the other one says, "No, the one with the mullet."
Okay. So chicken feet.
I didn't
What?
understand the chicken feet, and he does not have a mullet, but he does have a bad hairdo.
It's a very, very bad haircut.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
that is just the face of a cop in every way. It just is.
And
I
what is
I
he
I,
saying he's in there for? I'm trying to remember.
I don't remember hearing his story.
Yeah.
The only two people who I remember hearing their story was Jaclin
Mhm.
and the dad and the son.
Yeah.
Those are the only two because I heard like Jaclin practicing her story.
Yeah, right, right,
But
right.
no.
Okay, so now we meet Matt. Now let me pull Matt up for you just in case everybody wants to have some nightmares. This is Matt.
He
Matt.
could be good looking if
No,
he got rid of the stringy, nasty hair
the hair
that
is
hasn't been washed
months.
since the Book of Mormon
Mhm,
was
mhm,
created.
mhm. That's about right. So he is a former Utah prison chaplain. So I wonder he must be like high up in the Mormon church, or did he go to
Maybe.
seminary and become? I don't know. Do Mormons go to seminary? That's I'm
Mhm.
just speaking as Methodists. Like I don't know. Um, let me take him off our screen. So now he's an MMA trainer.
Mhm.
So he says he was an idealist, but to be a prison chaplain, but he got tired of being exploited and used by the inmates he would go
Mm.
to, talk to. And at the end, he had such a bad experience with one inmate that he pictured himself jumping over and like choking the guy. And
Mm.
so he had to quit. And now he's an MMA trainer. So he's channeling his anger. His
Right.
wife is Martha, and they have 8 children. This guy is my age, 56. Okay, let's talk about that for a second. 56, 56.
He look a little.
He's
Uh,
but
he.
again, just watch that
It's his
hair.
hair. It's
Yeah.
the hair. That
Mhm,
hair really ages him. If he got like a nice, cute haircut, I'd
mhm.
wink at him. Don't come over here and talk to me, but I'm gonna give you a little wink.
He has 8 kids, and his
that
wife is
that
named
that's too many
Martha
kids.
Martha and Matt. And, they live in Utah. They moved back to Utah from wherever they were, and his
Mhm.
wife really wanted to raise their kids with like-minded people. So,
Okay.
the kids all seem to be probably 20s to
In their
teenagers,
teens. Yeah.
but
Mhm. Mhm.
God, that means that woman probably had a baby. She probably had babies from, like, 22 to 40. She probably had kids.
So she just stayed pregnant. Like, yeah, yeah. And poor,
Mm,
bless her heart. Bless her
bless
heart.
her. Bless her heart. Bless Martha's heart. So Matt tells his family what he's doing. And
Hmm.
he says, "This is what I'm doing." And guess what? Andrew is going with me. And Andrew is his son, who looks like this. That's Andrew. Andrew is a substitute teacher.
And he looks like one. He also looks like he like sets off bombs in places and stuff like that. I think he'll. I think the prisoners will be afraid of him because they're like, I know if you guys give him like a roll of toilet paper and some toothpaste, he's gonna blow this motherfucker up. That he's just got, and he has childbearing hips.
Keisha, when I saw those childbearing hips, I said, "Oh Lord." I said, "Keisha is going to be upset about those
But
hips."
hold on, Mary Payne.
Yeah.
Nothing was worse than when they showed his brother.
No, let me
Did
tell
you
me.
see his brother?
I mean, tell me. I can't remember. Was his brother
He
very
had
good looking?
long hair. No, he
Oh,
had
okay.
long hair and he had the emo boy band haircut.
I
So
did
it
see
was a
that.
tonight will be the night that I will fall for you. It was one of those moments.
I did see it.
I was
I
like,
did see it.
dude.
So he's like, "Dad's got long hair,
Yeah.
and then I got this nerd."
Yeah. Then I've got the bass, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
like do extreme bass. Yeah, it was really bad. It was bad.
Martha, what's going on in your house?
Girl.
Oh God. He says Andrew's going too. And,
Mm,
in the talking head, Matt goes, "I know what I want to get from the experience, but I want Andrew to grow and become tougher."
okay.
Okay.
I think
So
there's I think like take him to some of the MMA classes to make him tougher.
yeah,
I think taking him to prison is a bit extreme.
I don't get this. I don't get
I don't either.
why dad is so down on Andrew. Andrew's 25. Okay.
Do I have a suspicion?
Oh, okay. You think
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
he's trying to beat the gay out of him?
I think he is. I
Mm,
do. I do.
oh.
I hope to God I'm wrong, but that is just the vibe that I'm picking up.
That didn't occur to me, but now that you said it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Andrew's substitute teacher, he says he served a 2-year LDS Mormon mission in Brazil. Religion's very important to him, and people people think that Mormonism is odd, and he's become very liberal in his thinking. And
Okay.
it's hard to reconcile his personal beliefs with the church's beliefs, but he still considers himself a Mormon. Okay, all right, Andrew. Andrew going out in the
Yeah.
world learning some things.
See, so now he's kind of maybe he's one of the kind of Mormons that we like because we like the secret lives of Mormons, that Salt
Yeah.
Lake City Mormons, like
Yes.
those are our kind of Mormons. So
Yeah.
eh, I like this. I like that he is branching out.
Yeah. I like it too, but maybe dad doesn't like it.
I don't know, maybe
Well,
not.
but taking him to prison in Atlanta, probably not the move. So,
Mm-mm.
anyway, we see him talking to some friends in Portugal. Now, he's speaking Portuguese, but to
Mhm.
me, I was all of a sudden like, does he have Parkinson's or does he have something wrong with him? Because when he was on the phone, he was bobbing and weaving. And I don't know if that's his affect of when he's speaking Portuguese, he has to up and
Maybe,
down and side to side. So
maybe,
then I
maybe.
tried to watch the rest of it, like, okay, maybe he does have some sort of disability that they're not
Mhm.
mentioning that'll be like they'll reveal it in another episode, but he does have a giant scar on the back of
Yeah,
his head.
yeah. Uh-huh. Like
Okay.
you cannot miss it.
Okay, so more to come on that.
Hmm.
So, I guess, I don't know, I haven't watched forward. So, he says, "I have no experience with jail. I just know what I've seen on TV." Okay.
Same
So,
with us.
Matt takes his son Andrew to the self-defense class to help prepare him for jail. And he does pretty good. He says, he says Andrew played football, and
Hmm.
so he should, and he does fine. He does fine with the person like, and like rehearsing it, but somebody just coming at you. I don't think you'd be able to flip him over your back like that.
I just feel like he should have had him in MMA training like for a year to
Yeah,
get ready for prison, not just this one
right.
30-minute class.
I
Like,
agree.
come
I
on
agree.
now.
But that's when we first saw his childbearing hips. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and those
Mhm.
tips don't lie. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
No.
So the talking head Matt says, "I want Andrew to become more assertive. My look which is long, greasy hair, will help me fit in. But Andrew's look says I'm a target. And, he's not a fighter. He's an intellectual. He's a man child, a little shy. I mean, he could be clinically shy. I want to break him out of his sheltered life. Well, there are
Does
better
he
ways.
like him? Well,
Uh,
I'm like, does he like this child? Like,
no, he hates him.
he called him a man child.
Yeah. He
He's
says
too
he's
shy.
soft. He's not a fighter. I mean,
Oh, that's just who he is. Oh, and that's perfectly fine. We can't look. All men can't be walking around being thugs. Like,
that's right.
no, we
As
need men like Andrew. I really think
they think Andrew's too
he's too
soft. He's
soft.
not a manly. Well, why don't you take emo son?
Oh God, I don't, I don't, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe emo son plays the guitar or something like that at the church, and they need him every Sunday. I don't know.
That's a great point. He's got band practice.
Yeah,
So,
and I think with him being a teacher too, like his dad just thinks he's soft, and I feel sorry.
yeah, I feel sorry for Andrew too, and I'm hoping he's going to
Yeah,
come out of this being. I think I'm going back to Brazil where I'm appreciated.
hopefully so.
Yeah.
Hopefully so.
So we get the black screen of death that says, after a week of preparation, Matt and Andrew will enter the Fulton County Jail tomorrow. And they say
Hmm.
goodbye to the family. And the mom was like, I do worry about them a lot. A week of preparation, we should have been preparing for months. Months.
I, as a mama, would not let my child go.
Well,
to do
this is this
experiment.
culture where it's like you have to do what the man says,
Well, you know how we feel about that. Fuck that shit.
No. All right. So now we're going to get Jaclin. Okay. This is Jaclin.
Mm-mm.
Jaclin is a paralegal.
Yes.
Jaclin tells us she's been robbed at gunpoint before, but she's never been to
Mhm.
jail. She's hoping for the best, preparing for the worst. She works for a criminal defense law firm. Her goal is to be an attorney, and this experiment is going to help her decide if she wants to be in the criminal defense or
Mhm.
prosecution.
Yeah.
And this is going to make her a stronger person. She's doing research for her future career. Now, I kind of like this if this is true, because she says, like, I'm going to go in there and meet these women and be like, are these people I want to be defending? Because a lot of them are in
Right.
here unjustly.
Mhm.
Or are these people also horrible and they deserve to be in here? Which, it's
Yeah.
probably a little bit of both. So
Mhm.
her boyfriend is Justin. Now she's 27. Okay. So how
Mhm.
do I get her off the screen? There we go. Her boyfriend is Justin. He's her high school sweetheart. So they've been together for over 10
Few
years.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At 17, she got pregnant and had a daughter, Madeline, which we see some gorgeous pictures of this beautiful
Mhm.
child. But they lost her to a tragic accident. She doesn't say what.
Mm-mm.
She was treated like a criminal at the time. Like the daughter died and they immediately had to go talk to the police and they had
Right.
lost their child. And she says it changed her as a person. We moved into a new house. We started a new life. And we now have a 5-year-old named Gemma. So at 17, I don't know how old the child was. It looked like the child
Mm.
was one
Looks
or
like still
under
a baby. Yeah.
baby. And then, so 5 years later, when she was 22, she had this little girl named Gemma. And she wants to be the best mom she can be. And she says, so much has happened that I almost felt like I don't deserve to be a mother. And I've never left her. Leaving her will be very hard. It's going to be very hard to adjust. And I know being in jail is going to force me to address things I've pushed away, and I need to find ways to forgive myself. So we don't know what happened to the baby, but this is terrible. And
Yeah.
I don't know. We're not going to speculate because we don't know, but I guess we're going to find out. So, all right.
Right.
Nate and Alan are in the 500. Now, Nate and Alan are not aware of each other's participation. Okay. So again, Nate,
Mhm.
Alan. Okay.
Yeah.
So they're not aware of each other's participation, which is another thing I think is really interesting, that they're not aware of
Yeah.
each other. And then also the staff is not aware.
Right. That's crazy.
It's
I'm gonna need
crazy.
somebody to be. I need someone to be aware. I need
And
everyone to be aware.
I need somebody to be watching me 24/7. I don't want
All the time.
does
Yes.
production go home at night? Because I don't want that.
Because I need them
Mm-mm.
to stay. I need them
Mhm.
to stay. Yeah.
So, Nate says, I'm sizing up this new guy, Alan. I can tell Alan's a good guy. He just doesn't know anything. On the first day he came in here and asked me for shampoo. I was like, bro, No. Um,
So here's the thing, like, I wonder, did he ask Nate because Nate is the only other white person there? Because I see no, there. It looks like they're the only two white people in their cell block. Is that what you call it,
oh,
cell block?
yeah.
Everyone else seems to be. If you think about it, if you
Mhm.
rewind, everyone else was black.
Okay, I didn't notice that. I did not notice that
Yeah,
they were the only 2 white guys.
yeah, I think so. I was like, so I think maybe that's why he gravitated towards Nate. I mean,
Yeah,
you
but
gravitate towards people who look like you
yeah,
initially, you know what I mean?
yeah,
So I think that's why he went to Nate for shampoo.
because I think they just give them a bar of soap and that's it. And then anything else, like shampoo or anything, you have to buy. And
Well, how
so,
soon can you get commissary though?
I don't know, it seems like within a week they're able to get it.
Oh
You just
my
have to
god. Can
suffer,
you
you know?
imagine? Oh
Yeah.
shit.
So, he says, "That first day he asked me for shampoo and said he'd, pay me back when he got commissary." He seems new and lost, and that kinda reminds me of myself, but I'm gonna look out for him because he is making himself a target by just being
Yeah,
a
just always.
dumb-looking white dude. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately for him, like,
Yeah.
he shoulda got a buzz cut or something like that so he looked like a member of the Aryan Nation before he went in. Like, I think that would have done him a little bit better. They were like, "Okay, he's part of some kind of a gang," so he, like,
Yeah, but
just
that's not good
just
either.
well,
If
no,
it's a
not if you're in a
cell
cell block
like,
and you're the only white person. See,
yeah, that's
I
not good
thought
either.
in prison, like, all the races stuck to each other. Is that still true?
Well, I don't know, I mean, I know the gangs stick with each other,
Is
but I
that what
mean,
it is?
yeah, the gangs stick with each other. They go in, they're like, "You the Bloods, you the Crips, you the whatever," this other name of another one we get later.
Prison
Um,
is scary.
yeah, it's real scary. So, that's the point, I think. So, you wanna not go there, right?
Exactly. Look at you, Mary Payne. Look, always thinking. Always.
After all these years, I've learned something. So, they get ready to, go in. Matt and Andrew are getting ready dad and son are getting ready to go in. They're talking to the cops, they go into this thing and they say, "We have to treat you like a real prisoner." They put them in chains, they put them in the cop car so that when they take them in, they look like they really have just been arrested. And Matt says, God, Matt is saying about his own son, "God, I think Andrew looks so white and privileged. He's gonna be an immediate target, unlike me, who looks like a total dirtbag," you know?
And why are you making him do this?
It's unclear. It's unclear. Do you hate your son? What's happening?
I feel like he hates this boy. Like, I
He's
want to go rescue him.
I do too. So we see them getting checked in, right? And there's
Mm.
all sorts of chaos and crazy people. People are screaming. They're in the check-in area. It's nuts. So, but they're letting them just walk around. And so I'm like, if you're in this area where people that are being booked are in, shouldn't they be like handcuffed to a chair? All these people are just walking around. Like,
No, I need them to be handcuffed.
yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I don't care if we're
Hog
all in the
tied,
same,
in fact. Like,
yeah,
too much.
we're all in the same boat. We've all just been arrested, but I'm going to need you
Yeah.
to stay over there. So
Hmm.
now Jaclin goes in, the paralegal, and she says, "I'm worried about, breaking my cover." She's saying this to the cops. "There's drugs and things, and I'm prone to that." Um, what, Jaclin?
Hmm.
Jaclin had a drug problem maybe
Okay.
after she lost her child? Maybe she developed a drug
Maybe.
problem.
Maybe.
So but maybe she became an alcoholic. She says, "My cover story involves alcohol, and it is that my boyfriend and I got into a fight, and I pulled a knife on him, and then I got into a verbal argument with the arresting officer." And they're like, "Okay, like, you've got the story, but don't talk too much about your cover story. Like, don't bring it up, just try to blend in and lay low
Yeah.
for a day or 2." And then she says, "My cover story is believable because of the alcohol." So I guess she probably
Mm.
went into some kind of depression and had a problem.
Okay.
Um, and she says, "I know this experience is gonna force me to answer my inner demons and thoughts." I mean, you could just go to therapy. You could just
That's what I would do.
go to intensive therapy to work out
Yes.
whatever's happening.
Mhm.
So, in the car, the cop says, she says, "Oh, I'm really nervous." And the cop says, "Do you have, fake nails?" And she looks and says, "Yeah." And, they said, "The inmates may want your fake nails."
Huh?
I was like, "What, are they gonna take them off of her and then put them on
And
their
then
own
put
hands?"
them on the that is crazy.
Yeah, I was like, "Ew." And also, don't be wearing your fake nails. Like, why are you wearing them?
Because I feel like if I were going to prison, that I
Yeah.
would get everything taken off, the nails,
Mhm.
the eyelashes, the hair extension. Because you can't have that shit while there's no one to maintain it while you're there.
I guess the idea is she got into a fight with her boyfriend, they arrested her and took her, so she was just
And
as
she
she
had on her nails.
was. Yeah.
Right, right,
Mhm.
right, right.
So, we see more craziness in the intake area of the jail, and Jacqueline's like, "This is hell. This is
Mhm.
what hell is like." She said, "The smell is god awful, bleach mixed with bodily fluids." And I was like, "Oh god." And they had them seal up their belongings in a bag. They said, "Once your belongings are in this bag, you can't get it. So if you have any important papers or anything, you take them with you." And she's like, "This, I felt dirty. I felt victimized because they're making her shower and all that, naked in front
So
of
you
everybody."
have to take a shower when you first go to prison.
Yeah, and you have to do it in front of everybody. Yeah.
Girl, I can't.
So, we see Nate, and he's joking around with an inmate, and this inmate's his buddy, I guess, because the inmate goes, "He called me a liar, so I ain't going to his wedding no more. I will go to the bachelor party because I like strippers. I like those big bitty hoes." But now this is where I put on the closed caption because I thought he said big booty holes,
Hose.
but he said, "I like the big booty hoes." He said,
Yes.
"But I'm not going to that big fat Greek wedding because he's called me a liar. He's called me a liar." And Nate says, "Now you were lying. You can't even keep a straight face." So this is his buddy. They have a good
I think
relationship.
they're cellmates,
It's
roommates.
interesting. It's interesting because Nate seems like nobody sleeps on his upper bunk. When you see him in there, it looks like nobody's in there. But I felt like that guy was
Well,
his cellmate.
because his roomie got his mattress and got on the floor because he was
Oh,
trying to wash to see like if commissary was coming through or something like
oh,
that.
okay, okay. Um, Okay, so Nate says, being in another 60 days, I'm hoping to establish more relationships and get more information. Nate tells us a new guy has come in. His name is Roo,
Mhm.
ROO. And he goes, and he seems like a player in the game. And the funny inmate is going, Roo's my bodyguard. Roo won't talk. He only knows violence, death, murder, and mayhem. And Roo is like nodding. So, so,
I think that's true
so
from
funny
what we
roommate is trying to
saw.
get in good with Roo.
Right.
Rue tells us, now do you think Rue kinda looks a little bit like 50 Cent?
No.
I did.
Mm-mm.
I found him attractive.
Mm-mm.
Sorry. Okay.
Mm-mm.
So Rue tells us he's never been out of the hood. It's a goal of his, but he's only ever been his whole life in Fulton County.
Mm.
And that's his dream is to get out of Fulton County. He's in there right now for burglary. And he goes, I'm like a lion in the jungle. If I see somebody over there that has food, like I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna kill that person for the food. He says, prison is nothing. And you don't even know what you would do for food or anything to survive. Now, this is when
Well, I
he
mean,
is
they give you food. Like they don't let you starve.
right,
He
right.
just wants everyone's extras.
Yeah. And he's doing pull-ups on the
I
stairs.
know.
And
Yeah.
he's like staring at the camera. And that's when I thought he kind of looked like 50 Cent. Maybe it's from that video of 50 Cent when he's doing the pull-ups. Okay.
Maybe that it has to be the only thing that because their faces don't look alike to me.
I think it was the eyes. It was the eyes.
The eyes?
It
Okay.
wasn't the teeth because 50 Cent's got that gap. Okay. So
Mhm.
we see Rue, it looks like he's doing trash, like he's on trash duty. And
Mhm.
the guy is like handing him a picture through the thing of like a girl in the
Yeah.
back or whatever. And they're
Yeah.
chatting. And you're like, what's this about? Now, Black Screen of Death, which I've now just put BSOD because there's so many of them on here.
Right.
Black Screen of Death. Nate hears Rue telling Desmond, I'm going to try to extort other inmates in the pod. Okay. These are
Oh,
Nate's words.
shit.
That Rue is now going to try to extort other inmates in the
Mhm.
pod. Then we see Nate asking Desmond about it. And Desmond goes, yeah, yeah, yeah. He's going to do that. But you good. You good. Don't worry. Like you good. And Nate says, I know people consider me a friend and everything, but I still have to watch my back.
Most definitely. Yeah. That's smart thinking.
Yeah. So now we see Matt and Andrew getting their mugshots taken, father, son, getting their mugshots
Mhm.
taken. And Matt's like, God, this is so foreign to me. I'm so glad my son is with me because they're doing intake together. And Andrew says, having my dad here is like super comforting. So they do the intake with the shower and the putting stuff in the bags. And Andrew's like, this is awkward. Like, I got to get fully naked in front of my dad. I'd rather get fully naked in front of strangers, you know?
Yeah.
Um, they do the searches. They handcuff them together and take them down the hall. They give them their commissary PIN numbers and
Mm-hmm.
they tell them, don't ever tell anybody this number. And they give them their mats and their bags of stuff. And you hear people going, fresh meat, fresh meat.
Oh, that's scary.
But they take them to 2 separate
No.
zones, areas.
This should have been something that they should have worked out beforehand, because they just assumed they were going to the exact same place, but they're not. So
the talking head Matt says, I've got a responsibility as a dad to keep my son safe and put him in limited harm's way. And that was my intention, to help him grow. He asked me, am I at risk or am I at danger? Could I die? And I said, absolutely not. That's not true. Matt has been to what we say in our family, the Pelahatchie School of Drama.
I
Matt,
agree.
okay. Pelahatchie, you guys, if you're new, Pelahatchie is a town in Mississippi. And at some point they had like a Pelahatchie School of the Arts. It's a town of like, it's a small town. So in our family, our joke is, if you act dramatic, we say, did you graduate from the Pelahatchie School of Drama?
Yeah.
So Matt has been, and
I
I think
too.
he got a master's degree because he's very dramatic.
And he decided to keep the hair. Someone told him, you know what, you're going places with that hair. And so he's kept the hair, which, you know, that was 30 years ago. You need to just give up the hair.
It's versatile. You can put it in a bun. You could put it in a low pony. You can part it down the middle.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Great. He probably played Romeo at some point with the long hair. But here's the thing. It's the grooming of it that you need to kind of do something with.
It's dirty.
Just a good wash.
It's dirty. It's dirty. All right. So now we have Nate, Alan, and Andrew all in the 500 zone. Okay.
Right.
So Andrew will be in there with Alan and Nate. And of course, the three of them, now we're the 3 white guys, they don't know each other are all in the program, right?
No.
So in the talking head, I'm just going to call him the Colonel. He's the head of the thing.
Okay,
The Colonel,
yes.
the Colonel says, gangs are rampant in the jail. We have strong presence of Bloods and Crips and gangsta disciples. Now, is that a new gang? I hadn't heard of the
I guess it's a new gang. You know, they have different gangs like in different parts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I guess that's a new one. But I tell you what, that Colonel looked like he don't do nothing at work but talk shit and eat snacks. I'm telling you, he don't do anything at work.
I'm trying to think the name of the gangs that's near me that is, it's like, oh shit. I'm trying to look it up. It's like MS7 or something gang, but they only use MS13. That's what it is. Okay. MS13. That's the gang near me. And they use a lot of like swords and knives, and they are vicious.
That's
And
scary.
when I sat on that jury that one time several years ago, it was a guy that was like, he wasn't a gang member, but they were in the neighborhood and the guy had come and like taken his gun, and this guy's gun was used to kill 2 people. And the guy he was having a jury trial because he said he didn't know anything about it, but it was kind of proven that he knew that this guy but it was like a bully in the neighborhood, like an older man came and like took his gun and then used it to kill 2 people. And the guy was a gang member. Anyway, don't come and get me.
Stay safe, Mary Payne. Stay safe.
Anyway, I've never heard of the gangsta disciples. This doesn't roll off the tongue. Doesn't roll off the tongue. And so, since Andrew literally knows nothing, coming from a Mormon from Utah, he could give them a good perspective on Zone 500. So as he's walking in there, one of the guys goes, "If you bring one more white boy in here."
Their numbers are increasing by the day. They're just increasing.
And he goes, "I'm going to slap the shit out of that guy." And he said, "Is he the police? Is he the feds? Is he a federal agent? He looks like the FBI type." And I says, "That boy's so scared. He don't see any other white people." And then they're saying, "He's a copper." So as he's coming in, they're just like, "He's a cop. He's an agent, da, 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 da." Andrew says, "Well, my first impression was, it's a bit run down. And why do we have a toilet in the middle of the cell?
I know.
Andrew, did you think you were going to the Hampton Inn?
I know, but like right in the middle of the cell. Like, come
Well,
on, put me in a corner to squat.
well, I don't. That's what I mean. It again. You're not supposed to be comfortable. It's
Listen,
prison.
I know, I know. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Um, and so a guy says to Andrew, what are you locked up for? And he goes, fraud. We were charged with fraud. And he said, my dad runs a charity and we were down here for a charity event and they accused us of like taking the donations for ourselves. But like, I don't think my dad did anything. Like, and I didn't do anything. I'm not even from here. Like, I'm from Utah. And they go, you ain't the police? He goes, what? He goes, you ain't the police? And he goes, no.
Here's the thing, they ask that question as if the person will say, yeah,
Yeah,
I am.
I am.
Yeah.
Don't
No.
get me. I am the police.
You know, here's the messed up part about it. If someone said they were a cop killer, they would be running the prison.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, most definitely. Like, I think that's creme de la creme.
The thing is that if you're in there and somebody new comes in and they give you a story, next time you're on the phone, you're gonna get your friend to look that up and see if that's true. You know what I mean?
That is, especially if their suspicions are
Mm-hmm.
kind of
Yeah.
up. I be saying, is Andrew the Unabomber? Because that is what he looks like to me. That's all I see. To me, I'd be like, that's the motherfucker I'm staying away from right there, because I don't know. He just looks like he carries around fucking bombs. I mean, I think he's gonna do okay.
That is
Personally.
so funny, Keisha. So Matt, the dad, is going to be housed in zone 600.
Mm-hmm.
The colonel says zone 600 houses some older inmates that are career criminals, have come and gone for years, and they try to control the younger guys in the pod. It can be a dangerous place. And we saw that on that other show we
Yeah.
watched,
Mm-hmm.
where the old guys are trying to control the young guys. He says, especially when the younger guys come in and they're more disrespectful, they come in, they upset the balance.
Right.
So Matt says, mostly I'm afraid of my emotions. And now I've realized I'm putting my son in a dangerous situation. And as you go in, there's door after door after door slamming behind you. And if you have anxiety or claustrophobia, you could feel like you're being buried alive. I'm starting to really regret this. This is a nightmare.
How did you not think of that shit before you went?
I don't know. Why did these people hire like what Karen Huger did, like the prison person that helps you understand about what prison's like before you go in, so you can, when you get there, you know what you're walking into.
Matt
Yeah.
most definitely needed that. And
Yeah.
here we go. Like, and you still decided that this would be good for your son.
Right.
I don't get that part.
And Matt's been in jails a lot because he was a prison chaplain.
Yes,
So at least he kind of understands. Yeah.
Yes.
So now we see Jaclin. So she's in the van chatting with another inmate on the way to the jail. She's going to the South Annex of the Fulton County Jail with the women's section. And Jaclin says she's starting to realize she doesn't know the facility like the other ones do because they've been there before. And then she gets there and people like pick up the phone and are calling, and she picks up the phone and was like, how do I call? Hello? And they go, what's your PIN number? And she goes, oh, I don't have one. So she realizes she can't call anybody. So they tell them, grab a mattress, get your bags. And they walk into the jail and you can hear all the chaos and the screaming, I'm going to beat your ass. And like all these, craziness. Right. And they show the craziest people. They don't show like the nice people that could be your friend or whatever. So then we see Andrew, Nate, and Alan are in the 500, three white guys. And it looks like Desmond, which now we think is Nate's roommate, is just sitting by his door looking out. He says, I'm waiting on commissary because last time I missed it, So I guess what they do, they bring commissary and they make a pile on the table. Like, this is the stuff you ordered. So you come out, you get your like plastic laundry bag and you put your stuff in it. And they're watching to make sure you're getting, just what you bought or whatever. It's like camp kind of. But we don't know how long they've been there. Like you said, like, was he able to order commissary the first day and it came I thought commissary came once a week,
I'm used to like Orange is the New Black where it was almost like a little store you went to and got your stuff. So when I saw this, I'm like, what the fuck are they doing?
I'll be interested if Jaclin's is the same or if Jaclin's is more, but Orange is the New Black was like a cupcake prison, right? It wasn't, it was all very open and they didn't necessarily,
Yeah.
So Desmond's sitting by his door, waiting on the commissary. And in the talking head, Nate says, I know Rue is going to start pushing on people for commissary, but I've been told I'm okay. So in the talking head, Alan, our cop friend, says, my first commissary order was like $50 for necessities. I had to buy shampoo for Nate, to replace his
Yeah.
shampoo. And yeah, I'm definitely worried somebody's going to try to jump me for food. And, carrying a honey bun in here is like a brick of gold. So
Mm.
and the black screen of death, it says, Alan's first commissary order is larger than what is typical for a
Oh,
new inmate, and it draws the attention of the zone.
that's not good.
Not
That's not
good,
good
but
at all.
nobody told him because Alan's like, I've got the money. I'm just going to go ahead and buy all the things I need. But he should have been buying it little by little.
I mean, because that's what I would do. I would buy everything that I needed. I wouldn't
Me
think
too.
about like my order is going to be bigger than this. I mean, how much stuff can you buy
I guess you can just buy
at
whatever
one
you want.
time?
Yeah, I mean, you could
Oh,
buy.
okay.
We've seen on there you could buy like a speaker. Or you can rent movies. Like there's, listen.
That's right. That's right.
So Alan goes in and gives Nate the shampoo and thanks him. He pays, Now what Nate should have said was, no, 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 no. You took my shampoo. Now you got to give me two.
Yeah.
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 Hmm.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
And an inmate named Timothy talks to Andrew and tells Andrew, he goes, now some of these guys in here are young as fuck and they're gang members. So don't be surprised if people start random fights and try to fight with us. And Andrew's like, say what? Huh? What?
For what
Huh?
reason would they need to fight with us?
Yeah,
Like,
what? We're just sitting
why?
here. What?
Yeah.
So the talking head Timothy says the 500 is nothing but blood gang members and they make people order stuff for commissary or they take their food. I went in one time to help somebody who was getting their food taken and the guy had a shank. So I backed off because I'm not getting stabbed
Holy
over no junk
shit.
food.
I don't blame them.
Mm-mm.
Like, oof. Okay.
And then we get a talking head with another inmate who says, if I don't have the money, I'll push up on you. You give me $10, I won't beat you up. Like that's just the way it is.
So cafeteria fucking bully. You know, the
God.
bully at school, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
give me your extra chips and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like, geez.
Now, there's a talking head, and it's a young, cute guy who says, they say they'll bully you, but I'll stand up for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And Nate says, yeah, Nate, who's been in there for 60 days already,
Right.
goes, yeah, these newer guys are probably all about to get jumped, you know.
Oh, that's so scary.
So over in the women's facility, we see Jaclin. She is entering the I pod, which I was
Mm-hmm.
like, so it's interesting because over on the men's, it's like the 500 zone, the 600 zone, but over in
Mm-hmm.
the women's, I guess they have numbers. So she's in the I pod.
Mm-hmm.
So in phase one, they discovered rampant drug activity and rampant violence in this pod. So she's walking in with another girl, and all the women are like, who told you to go in that room? Who told you to go in that room? And the other girl's like, they came over the speaker and said, Miss So-and-so said she needs to go in here because they have bunk rooms with like 8 women in a room.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. I don't know. Would I want that situation or like
Is it better or worse?
that's what I'm wondering.
Because you have a lot of people
No.
there. If you can make
Yeah.
friends. Um, and so Jaclin sets up her top bunk, and the one girl is like, "Oh my gosh, I love Balenciaga. I need some new clothes." And the other girl,
Girl.
goes, "My daughter has some of that. Her baby daddy got her some."
Girls. Come on now.
Maybe they do.
Maybe they
We
do.
don't know their life. Maybe they do.
They do, but I just feel like their Balenciaga is going to end with an I instead of an A.
I like those Balenciagas, the one you wear with socks. Okay.
Mm.
So Jaclin says, I hear some of the girls have children, so I can relate, but I'm really having separation anxiety, realizing now that I'm not going to be able to use the phone.
Yeah.
Back to Matt in the 600, old guy, Matt in the 600. More chat about his son and worrying about him, blah, blah, blah. This is going to be his
Right.
ongoing
That's
thing.
okay.
And
But you need to keep remembering he put his child in this situation.
That's right. That's right. And Matt chats with an inmate. It seems to be a white guy with dreads, but then I don't want to say he's a white guy with dreads, but he looks to be like a white guy with dreads.
I don't think he was a white guy with dreads.
Okay.
I think he was something else. He had
was
a little
cute.
something in him.
He was cute. He was cute.
He was white mixed with cute.
He
That's what he was.
And he's like, "Oh, man, my hair sometimes does dreads like I don't mean for it to." I was like, "This because you don't wash your fucking hair and it mats up because 'cause you're disgusting."
Those are not
Um,
credits.
that's not dreads, that's called your hair's
Mm,
dirty.
yeah.
Um, and Matt says, "Yeah, I'm down for a big charge, man, but I'm gonna fight it." And Dreadlock guy goes, "It's not something weird, is it?" Which I love because he's like, "Don't sit with me if it's something weird, dude."
Exactly. You
Yeah.
cannot sit here. I don't have
Uh-uh.
time for weirdness. Like,
Mm-mm-mm.
I can't do it.
And he
Tell me
goes,
you murdered someone and you can sit here, but any strange things like with cats or anything like that,
"Mm-mm,
I don't
mm-mm.
want you sitting over here.
Did you
Yeah.
do something to a kid or something, man? You
Yeah.
cannot sit
Man,
here.
yeah, if it's something with a kid,
Get out of here. Get out of
they
here."
don't play around with that shit.
And he says, "No, no, it's fraud." The guy's like, "Oh, phew, okay, sit
Oh,
down."
okay, that's fine.
So then we hear prayer call, prayer call, prayer call, and a bunch of guys go and stand on one section and they have a prayer circle. And
Mhm.
I don't know if everybody gets to pray, but Matt takes over and says,
Cool.
he appreciates his new brothers and they're in there together. And I was like, "You've been there
Already you're calling them your
already?"
brothers? Okay.
And he says, "Going to the prayer circle really gave me an in, and some of them are really kind. And I want to see the good in these people, but I can't stop thinking of my son."
Oh God.
This just reminded me, Keisha, of you saying on Love is Blind that Megan has made Lucas diabetes her whole personality. And I was like, Matt is making him putting his own son in jail his whole personality.
He
Yeah.
really, really is. And I'm sick of it already.
Yeah.
We're only one episode in.
You guys, today's Monday. The new Love is Blind episodes, 10 and 11, will drop on Wednesday. You guys, the minute those episodes drop on your Netflix, skip work, do whatever you have to do because those 2 episodes are unbelievable.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Unbelievable. You guys are gonna die, and then make sure you listen to our recaps, of course.
Please
Okay.
do.
Okay, now, Andrew, Allen, and Nate in the 500. Rue was walking around going, "I'm gonna push up on anybody I want to. I'll push up on anybody." He's announcing it. He says, "I'm gonna push up on the white boys." And,
It is not good to be white in prison, is it?
it's not in, the
Is
500
it
block.
not there? Because geez.
Allen is like, I feel like Rue is gonna jump me for my commissary." And I wonder if they call him Rue because he jumps around a lot like a kangaroo?
No, I just think that's his outside name.
Okay, but I'd like to know why.
Like his outside. Yeah. They need to call him Debo because when he fucking comes around, he starts stealing people. You probably never seen the movie Friday, right?
Well, remember Friday, we only know the one line about every time I'm in the kitchen, you're in the kitchen, eat my goddamn
Yeah,
food.
yeah, yeah. This
'Cause
is
that's what
another one. This is like the neighborhood bully is Debo.
oh, okay, because
And when
Dave's
Debo comes around, you hide all your shit because he's gonna
okay,
try to steal it. So yeah,
okay,
this guy reminds me of Debo. Yeah,
okay. So, we see Rue running,
yeah,
running, and he goes into where Alan is. He goes, "Are these your magazines?" And he goes, No, I don't know. You can have it. You can have the magazines."
yeah.
And Alan's like, "I'm not about to get stabbed over this foolishness. Like, he can have it,
Mm,
whatever." So then another guy with short dreads named Trey tells Rue, "This shows though you can push up on anybody you want, but you can't push up on Monty. You can't push up on Trey is
mhm,
saying
mhm.
you can't push up on Monty."
Right.
Black screen of death. Inmate Trey stands up for himself and his friend Monty. Okay,
But why? Why can nothing be done to Monty?
I don't know if Monty is Trey's trying to protect him because he's not
But
right.
why?
I don't know. Maybe he's a little
Oh,
special. I don't
oh,
know.
okay, okay.
So Rue says, "I'll push up on you if I want to, and I'll swing on you next time. Go in the room. It don't matter." So Trey says, "You're not going to take nothing from me, bro." And they walk upstairs together. Now it seems like they go into the room and
Yeah.
they have a fist fight. And then another
'Cause all
guy
you
goes
hear is
in,
boom, boom,
boom,
boom,
boom.
boom.
And then you hear Monty say, "Leave this shit alone, man. Like, leave it alone."
Yeah.
The talking head,
Where the
Al
studios, Mary Payne?
nobody,
Where the
but again,
studios?
because if people don't look, the COs don't notice that 2 people go missing and then one person stands outside the door to guard, they got a
Mm-mm.
whole system. So the talking head, Alan says, Rue is a big dude and
Yeah,
Trey is like skin and bones. And you got to respect Trey because he like took that beating and he didn't
yeah,
snitch. But then Monty decided he needed to protect Trey.
right.
So Rue went into Monty's cell and took this dude's commissary, and another inmate is yelling, "Why are you on that bullshit, bro?" And now because they're all screaming, a CO comes up and goes,
CEO.
"What's going on?" And somebody says, the other inmate that we don't see says, "He's trying to take the rest of my shit, bro." And Monty says, "They're about to jump me."
Oh,
And Alan says, "And even I know that's not good."
you don't
He's he
snitch.
goes, "You can't snitch on somebody. You get murdered for that in here."
Mm, yep, sure do.
Okay. So, Monty says, Monty says to the CO, "Rue is trying to swipe my shit." And the inmates are all like, "It's very important not
Oh
to
boy.
snitch. You're gonna get
No.
hurt, you're gonna get killed."
Yep.
Alan goes, "The inmates did not appreciate that snitching." And all the gang sticks together. Um,
Thanks, Alan, for letting us know.
yeah, we got it. Black screen of death, officers remove Monty and Rue from the zone. So I don't know if they're removed forever and they have to go to different zones
Right.
or
Mm,
what. Or if they're coming back, it's going to be a problem. Or even if one of them comes back, it's going to be a problem with
yeah,
the other people.
I agree.
All right, Jacqueline's in the South Annex. And she says, "The hardest thing to know is like, when will I eat? When will I shower? I saw the phones, but I don't know how to use them. I don't know what the process is." You're given nothing, no information, no instructions.
Which
Um,
that's bad. Like, I
yeah,
feel like they should at least tell them, like, look, this is how we do things. This is how you get your pin for this, your pin for that. This is the eating schedule. If
yeah,
you need that, I mean, not like a hotel, you
yeah,
know what I'm saying? Like when you go in and they tell you everything, but I mean, damn, at least let the girl know when she'll be able to call home
yeah, yeah.
because
And I
she's
mean,
crashing out.
but why didn't she feel like she could just walk up to the CO station and go, "Hey, nobody's told me anything. Can you give me information about when do we eat? When do we shower?" But she doesn't
Like
ask
that
it.
one girl on Family Locked Up. She's like, I need chapstick. I need this.
I have asked for my Carmex and my chapstick. I'm going to need some. When she kept going, "I need Neosporin for my lips." And they were
Yes,
like,
yes.
"You'll get it when you get it." So she asked a CO, "When am I going to get a pin?" And she goes, "Oh, you didn't get one?" And she goes, "No." She goes, "How long had you been here?" And she goes, "Oh, I got here yesterday or whatever, today." And she goes, "Well, sometimes it takes a minute." And that's all she tells her.
I need to know what a minute is.
Right. But
Yeah.
so now she walks around and she puts her arms behind her head like
Mhm.
this.
Yeah.
And black screen of death says, "Jaclin has given the sign of distress that she needs to meet with producers."
And the
Okay.
sound of distress is written all over her face. She didn't even need to do that part. Like we
Yeah.
could see it. I'm like, oh shit. She ain't gonna make it 60 days.
Mm-mm. So the production
Mm-mm.
king team comes into the area and production's asking her, "Oh, okay, so you're a new person. You're okay, so we're gonna do Jaclin and then we're gonna get the other new girl, but we'll do Jaclin first." So they
Mhm.
pull her into the production area. She goes into the interview area and she is like crying and hyperventilating. And she's saying she feels like she might pass out. She needs to hear from her family. And she goes, "I haven't had a panic attack in 8 years, but I can feel that it's coming. I haven't had a panic attack since I lost my daughter." And she's hyperventilating. And she's like, "I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this."
Oh boy.
Okay. This season on 60 Days In, season 4, 4 more participants enter. They will be pushed to their limits. We see a lot of fighting. We see some participants will crack, but one will break their cover. And we see more fighting. And then we see somebody sets a fire. So that's not great.
Lots to look forward to.
Okay. All right. Now that we've gotten to the end, are you still mad at Kimberly?
Now that we have talked about it and debriefed together,
Yes.
I feel better. But
Me
after
too.
watching the show, I'm like, my anxiety is high.
Yep.
Like, I don't feel safe in my own home.
Yep.
Like, am I going to have nightmares today? But now that we have talked about it together, okay, Kimberly. Okay.
Okay. I think we're going to be able to do it and we're going to be able to do it well. I feel positive about this experience for us.
Okay. Okay. I feel the
And
same.
because in my mind, I was like, I'm not a quitter, but yes, I am a quitter because we did quit family lockup. I mean, they
I
quit on us
mean,
first.
they made it very easy to quit. They
Mhm.
really did. Like, yeah, they didn't give us much at all. Like, I mean, even to get a response took like you had to send an owl
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
get a response. So she's like, okay,
Mhm.
what the fuck? It's an email. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I feel we don't have to depend on them. We just go straight to Hulu for this. And
That's right.
what we need. But before we go, I do need you, because this is on the free feed, right?
Yes. Yes.
To tell about the birthday giveaway.
Okay, guys, our birthday
Yes.
giveaway. So everybody go to my Instagram or Keisha's Instagram, Pink Shade Pod or the Libra Lounge with Keisha, and that's where you can find the information. So we have a birthday giveaway. Keisha and I share a birthday. If you've been living
Mhm.
under a rock, it's us, Kim Kardashian, Carrie Fisher, RIP.
Yes, yes.
So, and Amber Rose. So
And Amber Rose, yes.
so we share our birthday, and for our birthdays, we're doing a giveaway. It's going to be like a Libra Lounge t-shirt, a Pink Shade t-shirt, and yes, we
Mhm.
will ask you your sizes. We won't just like
Yeah,
send you an extra small.
yeah.
I think I'm going to give a personal fan. We've got like
Mhm,
stickers, we've got fun
mhm,
stuff, but
mhm, mhm.
we're going, it's our birthday, you win. However, you have to post a birthday message to the both of us on your social media and tag
Yeah,
us. Then we'll repost us. You have to make sure you're following us, all that jazz. And
yeah.
that's what's doing. And then there's going to be some Ingrid always figures this out. I don't know how she gets the people. Then she does like puts the names in a thing and then draws, and then that's the winner. And there's
Mhm.
one winner. So
One winner.
you better get on it. You better start
Yes.
preparing your birthday message for us because we like our birthdays to be
We
celebrated by the
do.
people.
Yeah, like I said, that one person has said the fact that you have to wish them a happy birthday is the most Libra shit that I've ever heard. I'm like, she's kind of right. It is very Libra of us, but we are who we are. We can't help it. So
We are who we are. And I think the
we are who
birthday
we are.
this year is like on a Tuesday. It's not even on a fun day.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's okay.
I just bought my birthday dinner dress
You did. Okay.
from Amazon, and guys, I do have an Amazon store. If you want to go shopping some of my looks, go on there,
You
make
know
a
what
purchase.
you know what I was thinking, Keisha? A lot of people that I follow that it pops up like things I got on Amazon.
Yeah.
And I follow a lot of these people and then I follow them on Amazon and then I follow their
Mhm.
LTK, you know,
Okay. Like
so
to know.
like to
Mhm.
know accounts. And so I feel like that should be your next step because you say my top is Amazon, my pants are Amazon, da da da, I got this machine, whatever. But then you don't tag the items. Do you know what I mean? I think you need to move into that realm
You
of
think so?
influencing your outfits.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
I'll s
I will
I'll
add
send
that to my
I'll send
yeah.
you some
Yeah.
examples. I'll send you
Yes.
some examples. Okay. Everybody make sure you're following Keisha so you can get her new LTK that she's gonna be starting. And and make sure you're following me. And again, we are covering, Keisha and I are covering Love is Blind over on Pink Shade Prime. That comes out on Wednesdays. Love is Blind is really good. And when Love is Blind is over, guys, Keisha and I are going to start a rewatch of Welcome to Plathville. People are very excited about this. Very
It'll
excited.
be my
So
first time watching. It'll be my first time sitting down and actually watching an episode.
it's going to be incredible because like I said, I know everything about it, you know nothing about it, and that's what it's going to be. It's going to be podcast gold. I'm sure we're going to win all the podcast awards for it.
We should.
We should. Or you should win an award for being forced to watch it. Okay. Everybody, that's it. And I'll see you tomorrow with 90 Day HEA with Kimberly. Okay, bye.
Bye.